Hi. You know me as Scaleless Moon. This is the face behind the channel. This is more of a serious video, and I wasn't expecting to do a sort of face reveal this soon, but I want to talk about something kind of serious today. It's September, it's Suicide Awareness Month, and I felt like I just wanted to come on here and talk about that a little bit. But sorry I've been gone so long. College is very stressful, and I've been trying to get motivation to put out content, but again, I'm on low income hardware. That's why the camera looks so bad. I'm in a college dorm right now. Um, but I just want to come on here and talk about because it seems like we put so much into saying we want to care about mental health and then we don't actually do anything about it. When I was about 10 years old, maybe 11, 12, somewhere there, it's all fuzzy going back, I tried to commit for the first time. And it's something that I think back to, and I'm so glad it didn't happen. And I had years of mental health problems after I had multiple attempts, and it kind of gave me this sense of nothing's ever going to get better. And I still struggle with that today. Um, but I wanted to come on here and tell anyone that is feeling this way. I'm no means a psychologist, but I do know what it's like to go through depression, anxiety, and all these different things. When you feel like your world is just crumbling apart, you don't want help. You don't think you deserve help. And I can't speak for everyone. This is my personal experience. But there is still time, always. You can get help no matter what. There are things in your life that you can't change at the moment. And that sucks. It sucks a lot. But I want you to remember one thing I was told when I started getting help. You are doing the best you can at the time. No matter what you did, no matter how bad it was, you were doing the best you could at that specific time. I have had friends who have dealt with the same thing. I've had a friend who's lost someone very important to them. I made a friend in the mental hospital when I went for my first visit. They lost their lover in there, and they broke down, and I was the first person to find them and hold them while they were crying. And you're not supposed to do that in the mental hospital because you're not supposed to touch people, but it was kind of like I didn't kind of care what happened. I just wanted to make sure they were okay. But why I tell you this story is no matter how useless you think you are, someone's going to cry when you're gone. Someone's going to feel bad. Whether it's someone on the news saying, God, I wish they would have lived sooner, or someone in your family that says, man, I should have done something better, you're going to affect somebody. When you take your life away, you're not just taking it from you, you're taking it from other people. I wish I would have known that sooner, because then I would have been able to get help. Because my problem, I'm a people pleaser. And I try my best to make everyone around me happy, even though sometimes it hurts me. There is still time for you to do what you want to do. Go to college, go have friends, go make friends. And if those people don't want to be your friend, find other friends. There's always something you can do. And I know how hard it may seem in that moment to make a decision like, hey, I need help, and go talk to someone. But how I did it when I finally went and said, hey, I need help, was I got one of my best friends to take me to the counselor's office in my high school. And without that friend, I don't think I would have gone. All I told them was, hey, can you walk me to the guidance counselor's office? I need to tell them something important, but I'm too scared to go by myself. And that's all they needed to know. There's no point in your life where you should be totally out of hope, because it may feel like that, but you always have a chance to do something more. And I know it's so hard to envision something like that, but you always have a choice. And your brain might be telling you, hey, we can't do this. They're going to look at us weird. They're going to think we're broken. They're going to think we're messed up. But there's things that people sometimes won't understand that only mental health professionals can understand. So getting help is the best thing you can do. Whether that's therapy, medication, there's all kinds of things that can help you get help. I don't know what your situation is. I don't think I ever will. But if you need help and you're feeling like there's no other option but taking your own life, I promise you it's not the best way. I'm going to leave some links down to the suicide awareness hotline, and I pray that you go and use it if you need it, because they can give you help, and if you really need it, you should go and talk to somebody, whether that be teacher, counselor, a friend. And if you can't talk to a parent, tell them. But if you can't and you feel like it's too much, you can go to any other person. Now, I want to preface by saying this: your friends sometimes are always the best avenue to go to, because they will give you dumb advice. Because I know some of you probably high school, college, like I am. Sometimes your friends don't have the best interests for you. They might seem like your friends, but they really aren't sometimes. I know I've been through that. But I can't stress how important it is that we talk about mental health. I have scars that I'll have for the rest of my life, and that's something I'll have to live with. But also, I had to learn it's not something to be ashamed of. It's more of what I survived. And I wish somebody would have told me that sooner, because I used to hate how I looked so bad. I thought I was broken. I thought nobody would love me. I thought everything was going wrong. And I thought the only way out of that was to take my own life. I thought I didn't deserve to live. I thought I shouldn't take up space from someone else. That's how bad it was. I thought it was a literal waste of space. And sorry, it's kind of hard to talk about. I'm trying my best to not cry or anything, because I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but there is still time to get help, to make something out of your life. It's never too late to say, hey, I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling like I'm a mistake or I'm not good enough. There's always time to make something that is bad good. And I want to shift a little bit. If you're a parent or a friend watching this and you have someone who is dealing with mental issues, they're going to cut you off as much as they can. And that doesn't mean push. Sometimes all they need you to do is listen. Parents especially. If your child comes to you saying, I don't feel happy, sometimes they don't want your input. They just want you to listen. And if it's bad enough, they might hate you for it. Sometimes mental health within medical field is necessary, whether it be therapy or a hospital visit, depending on the severity of it. They might hate you at the time, but I promise you, if they get better, because it's never, mental health is a thing that never, it's not a medical field that can be like, oh, I know what you have, boom, let's fix it. It's not like a disease like that. It's like sometimes it'll work, and then sometimes some people are too far gone. If you've lost someone from suicide, it's not your fault. I wish I could tell everyone face to face who either has lost someone or known someone who's committed, it's not your fault. You have nothing to be afraid of. just we need to normalize listening to people with these issues, because it's still not normalized. There are still people who think mental health doesn't exist, and I think that's really damaging to society, because so many people do deal with it, and then we don't know how to exactly deal with it. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. I didn't want to have a script for this video because I wanted to speak what I thought. But parents, if your child comes to you, do not make them feel ashamed. Do not make them feel like something's wrong. Listen. And if you need to, ask questions, because mental health is this wide variety of mental diseases that it's confusing to a lot of people. And sometimes, if you don't know what to do, sometimes therapy, psychiatrists are better because they've studied mental health and they've been able to learn about these diseases and some of the things that come along with them. There is still time. I know I keep saying that, but it's something I've really come to resonate with, that no matter how far you are in life, like, I missed half my teenage years because I was so depressed, but there's still time for me to have fun. I'm in college. I've gotten good grades. I mean, I'm doing the best I am right now. I've gotten an engineering job over with the school. There is still time for you to do things you want to do, and I wish people knew that more. No matter how hopeless it seems, you have your whole life ahead of you. I thought that I wouldn't make it past 18. I'm 19 now. There is a whole life ahead of you, and if you take it away, you're missing out on so much. And I know that's repeated throughout and throughout, but it's so true. I wish somebody would have made a video like this when I was younger, or at least I would have seen it. I don't know if people have, but I wish somebody would have told me these things when I was 14, 15, 16, where I was feeling hopeless, where middle school and high school were the worst places to go because I couldn't handle my anxiety and how bad I thought everybody was laughing at me. There is still time. There is still time. Thank you. Please, I'm going to leave some stuff down in the description. If you need help, please use these. I'll even pop it up on screen right now somewhere. But please use these if you need them. There is still time for you to get help. There's still time for you to live your life. I love all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.